Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Moments with Kate, where I talk about skincare, hair care, and wellness. I look not so good right now. I went for a walk and all my makeup melted away and my hair got all messy. I couldn't figure out why my makeup always melts when I go for walks all of a sudden. Like I use the same makeup I always have, and I was getting really confused because no matter what, like my mascara would just start to melt and like drip all over my face every time I walked. And I realized that it was from my mask. I have to wear a mask anytime I leave the house because I live right in downtown Toronto, so you're definitely like always in front of people and it's just way too close, even just walking. So like the hot air from me breathing would like go up my mask and just melt everything. So I realized that was the case, and that's why I look like this. So we will just get into it. I have 17 skincare products that I'm going to be walking through and giving some speedy, rapid reviews on, and just let you know if it's worth the purchase or not. I have dry skin, if that helps. These are empties from about December to February. So it's things that I just tended to lean towards during these colder months. And yeah, so dry skin, sensitive skin, it gets red really easily. A bit of breakouts the odd time, but it's definitely dry. So let's dive into these skincare reviews. I won't have any sort of category or method to it. I'm just gonna grab from the big box of goodies. So to start, I'm gonna start with this Tatcha Mini. It's the Deep Cleanse Cleanser. It's a point perk at Sephora. They always have it, and it comes with this and then a water cream, I think. This one I've been using just when I travel, not traveling too much, but when I do. And it's interesting. It's like a physical exfoliator cleanser, so it comes with some beads in it, and as most Tatcha things are, it is fragranced for sure. Even though it's not a bad fragrance, I've gotten used to so many fragrance-free products that now when there is like artificial fragrance or perfume in there, it's like, whoa, I kind of get sick of it pretty quickly. So that was the case. Luckily, this was just a small guy, but I don't think I would purchase the big one. Between the scent and just nothing miraculous really happened. It was like a thicker face wash, so it felt pretty goopy, and yeah, it was just so-so. Given Tatcha's price point, I definitely wouldn't purchase it myself. Next is these, I just got an accent. Next is this Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturizer. And I cracked the lid, but it still works. And I don't know what makes it perfecting or like sheer transformation. I didn't really notice a difference. What I did notice was how beautifully this applied to the skin. Its texture felt like silk, and I felt so fancy applying it all the time. I really enjoyed this. I use a lot of product, so I ripped this pretty quickly, so I didn't see like necessarily anything changing, but I would repurchase this again. I got it in a kit, and just like the feeling of it on the skin was incredible, so I would definitely repurchase this guy. This one is the Pyunkang Yul Nutrition Cream. I also got this one in a kit with a few different like serums and toners and things like that. And Pyunkang Yul's just a really good company because they really focus on like things that hurt the skin, disrupt the skin, and just really pare it down and keep it very like minimal, not necessarily all natural, but just really minimal ingredients that are known to be calming on the skin. So this like didn't hurt my skin at all. I could use it as much as possible, and it was just fantastic. And it was a thick cream, so it was like a whipped thick butter that I have dry enough skin that I could apply in the morning, but most people would stick to it at night. And it was okay. I might purchase it again. I love the company. I know that it's not going to bug my skin. It comes in beautiful thick glass jars, which I'll be reusing. But I wish it was just a bit more hydrating for my skin. It was nice and thick, but there wasn't that like punch of oil or moisture that I needed. Back to Ole Henriksen, their Truth Serum. This is a popular product from them, and I really enjoyed this one. I always have problems with vitamin C because I don't want things that are too strong, of course, because it can get really high up in the potency where it hurts your skin, but I also wanted something that is going to brighten my skin without totally stripping my face of the freckles and things like that. And so this one was really nice. Vitamin C also tends to have a really harsh smell to it, but that wasn't the case with this one. It smelled like, you know, citrusy, fruity, so it definitely has artificial fragrance in it, but it was something that I enjoyed. I went through the bottle fairly quickly. I've had a lot of vitamin C serums that were the dropper ones, but I loved that this was an easy pump. It just like clicks and locks, and I would travel with it a lot as well. I think I'm gonna reuse this bottle. Actually, it's glass, so I'm gonna find something to put in here, but Absolutely a great vitamin C serum. I was so happy with it. I'm sad that it's empty, but I will be repurchasing along with that one. They were actually in the same kit, these two, so I think I'm gonna buy the kit again. This one is a sad empty. It is my Purito Deep Sea Water Cream. I first heard about this from the YouTube channel Beauty Within, and it's something that is just such an amazing go-to product for dry skin. For any skin, it's a water-based cream, so anybody can use it, but there's just something to it that's deeply nourishing and hydrating without being heavy. So I would apply this every morning, and since it's a water cream, when you apply it, it feels like tiny little water beads just bursting. It feels amazing. Any tightness in your skin that you get when you sleep overnight just melts away and your skin just feels so new and fresh and relieved. So I run through this very quickly. I would love if they did a jumbo size of it. I would purchase a fair bit, but I hate to like just run through this often, especially with the plastic. So I try to like spread it out and try new things and get through my collection, but it's just such a good one. And it also has panthenol, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide, so it's quite the moisturizer. If you're thinking about it, do it. It's so good. Also from Purito is their sunscreen. If you don't know, there's been a lot of drama about this. Unfortunately, there was some tests done and it turns out that it's not SPF 50. It's actually around like a 17 or something like that. And so that was quite sad. This is my last one, I think. No, I have one more that I'm halfway through. So 17 is still fine for Toronto winter when I'm staying inside and wearing a mask, and it'll be fine. So I'm still going through it because the consistency is unbeatable. It feels like a moisturizer. It does not feel like sunscreen at all. And so I just apply this as a last step every morning, and it does not feel like a bother. It doesn't smell like sunscreen. It doesn't burn my eyes. This one is the best. So they're gonna release 3 new sunscreens, and they're just doing trials and studies right now to see what people want out of the sunscreens. And so I can't wait for them to revamp this and get it back up to SPF 50 because I will absolutely be buying it. It is so good. This is a little wee baby one, but it still counts. It's the Youth to the People Super Berry Mask. This is a really thick sleeping mask, which is a thick moisturizer. And it's just something that's really incredible. It smells, I can't really describe the smell. It's light and kind of fruity, but also kind of floral. I suck at describing scents, but it does have a fragrance or smell, but it's not too strong at all. I still have a large jar of it actually. I'm getting through it, but that's the color of what it looks like. And I'll just show you the texture since I have some left here. It almost looks like margarine or something like that, and it feels like it, but it feels really, really nice. If you're feeling extra dry, you just apply a good layer of this on and go to bed, and then you wake up and your skin is so nice. So of course, as you can see, I have the big one and it's almost out, and I will be rebuying the next one because it is a staple item for me. The Squalane cleanser from The Ordinary. At first when I bought this, I was like, ooh, I don't like it. It like sort of just dissipates when I wash my face. It doesn't feel like I'm cleaning my face. But then I realized I was using it wrong. It's sort of like an oil-based cleanser, so you don't touch the water at all. You take a good dollop and you apply it on your face, and it starts to melt away the makeup. Then you add the water to sort of wash it all away. When I found that out, oh my god, that was a game changer. This stuff is incredible. It absolutely melts down the makeup. Even if you just have sunscreen, it melts it all away. The Ordinary can absolutely be hit or miss. I have a lot of products that are just sitting, and I use them once or twice. I'm like, no, not worth it, so they just sit there. But for the price, it's absolutely fine to try them all out, see what works for you, see what doesn't, and that's exactly what I did. I bought way too many things, but it really got me into skincare and testing. And so I'm forever grateful for The Ordinary and grateful for this product. Here's a little wee baby one. This is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Derma Green Solution, and it's their color correcting one. So it is just a green tint. I have the full size, I'll show you. This is the full size. This is the baby sample I got. And it has a green tint to it that eliminates any redness on your skin. I'm wearing it today. I don't know, it might look weird on camera. Sometimes it can come up as like green or yellow. You can see the discoloration. I don't know, still working on it, but I haven't found a true skincare product that eliminates redness like this. Some days I don't want to wear makeup and I just want to sort of color correct without knowing that there's makeup on my skin when I don't need it. I'd rather like repair my skin. So This is really nice because it has Cica in it and it has SPF 40, so I know I'm like doing my skin good, but also looking a bit better. So as you can tell, I love this product, and it is hard to find if you're in Canada, but check out a few Korean skincare websites that ship to Canada. They probably have it. The First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is a staple for so many people, and I understand why. It's like a silky, lightweight cream that can be used on your body, on your face, wherever. It's like eczema safe, it's super calming, it has oatmeal in it, and this is like, I recommend this to everybody. I keep it in my bathroom for guests. It's perfect for so many skin types, and I ran through this, and guess what? Another big guy. I wish this was like a huge tube. I prefer the tube over the jar. I might try and find a way to like get this in here, but yeah, I love it. If I was bougie enough, I would use this on my body, but I just stick to my face, and I've been using this every single morning just before my sunscreen. Next is the Inkey List caffeine solution. I'm a big fan of caffeine around my eyes because it helps to depuff. It says it helps with dark circles, which it could, but I have hereditary dark circles, so those aren't going anywhere. But it does help with puffiness and relieving any sort of extra puffiness, maybe even inflammation. I don't know how that works. But it is really nice if you wake up and you're like, wow, I look tired, I have bags, and so this is the stuff. It's really lightweight and easy, no problem. It can be sort of used as an eye cream as well, depending on how dry your skin is, but I've ran through 3 of these. I'm trying to branch out and try other things. The Ordinary also has a caffeine solution, but this is way better. The other one's so heavy, it like pulls down my eyes, so none of that. This is great, lightweight. And you can actually use caffeine all over your face. So if you're feeling puffy in other areas, dab this on, it can work as well. This one is the Neogen Real Ferment Micro Serum, and oh my god. I got this one in a PR package, and I just thought, like, I love Neogen, so I was like, okay, whatever, like, I'm sure it's fine, but it blew me away. If you have dry skin, this is like an added, like, moisturizer step without getting too many layers on. It is so beautifully thick and hydrating. I put this on and I take pictures because my skin is like just, like it is incredible. It's glowing and bright without looking greasy. Oh my god, okay, I need to buy this again. I'm just like, how am I living without you? It is insane. Nice thick glass bottle. Hopefully I can refill this too. This is really nice. But yeah, I hadn't heard much about it. Fermented skincare is fantastic because it's more potent, so it has higher benefits in a shorter amount of time. So yeah, I'm gonna rebuy this like right after this video. It is so good. Here's probably the tiniest little product I will have in this whole video. It is so tiny. It's the Youth to the People Dream Eye Cream. Now don't worry, this isn't the full size. I got this as a perk in Sephora for free, so obviously it's gonna be really small, but I just thought it was cute the way they still made a tiny version. And even though it's small, I actually was able to use this for about 2.5 weeks straight, so I did get a good idea of it. And this one was really beautiful. I am always on the fence about products that cost a really high amount, especially eye creams, when you can use certain moisturizers and things like that. But because I have certain specific issues around my eyes, like fine lines, puffiness, things like that, I do still dabble in eye creams, and so I gave this one a try, and it was really nice. It was whipped and very light, and it didn't feel heavy at all around my eyes. What you want out of an eye cream is really something that feels like it's not there. I think we've all tried eye creams or put oil around our eyes and it just felt awful. The skin around our eyes is incredibly thin, so we don't want to disrupt it too much, and this was really nice for that. I don't know if I'd purchase it per se, but if it falled into my lap, I would absolutely use it. 3 more products left. This one is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus Hyaluronic Acid. This one, I've heard good things, I've heard bad things, but for the price, I love to just keep it around as a builder. And what I mean by that is if I'm mixing certain actives or wanting to pump up my skin a bit more, then I use this as a base. So I don't suggest like doing ad hoc scientific skincare experiments at home, but if you sort of know what you want and what you do and blah, 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 then this is a nice base. So what I do is I typically put a bit in my hand and I mix in certain oils that I want and then glide it all over my face. So nothing intense, but it's just a nice base if you want to sort of experiment, if that makes sense. So I'm out of this and I will be buying another one. I think I'm saving one of the best too for the last. This is my all-time favorite product from The Ordinary. It is the bee oil, and no one knows about it. I like praise it online on my Instagram, and all my skincare friends are like, what is it? And it's a mixture of a bunch of different other oils. Like, it has jojoba in it, it has marula, tons of different oils all into one, which you can't get better than that. And so, you know, like sometimes I have so many different oils to hit different things, but this is just a mixture of so many. And for the price, I think it's under $10. It's just incredible. It has a strange color to it. I wish I could show you. It's like a greeny yellow color. Some people think it smells like woodsy and earthy. To me, it smells like salmon. Like, it smells like hot sushi that's been sitting out in the sun. I used to hate it, but now I have fond memories of this oil, so now I link it together and I'm like, the bee oil. So I need to buy a new one of this. I love it when, you know, I'm extra dry. I just add a few drops on my skin and I just know my skin is hitting so many benefits from this oil. So if you haven't heard of it, check it out. If you have heard of it, like, no matter what, just get it. Even if you have oily skin, it can be good for the elbows, anything like that. This is great. Okay, last but not least in the slightest, it is the Farmacy Honey Halo. This came out just a few months ago already, and oh my goodness, it is so good. It's similar to the Dream Mask in the sense that it's just like margarine. And what I love about this one is it smells amazing. It's just a bit thicker than the other one, and it keeps me hydrated a bit longer. So the downside though is I run through this like no tomorrow. As you can imagine, since it's like margarine, this little jar, you know, only lasts a few weeks. So I think that they have a larger size, I'm not sure. But can we talk about the packaging too? Like the wood lid, it's magnetic, so it comes with your little spatula to get your product, and then the beautiful glass. Like, I think I'm probably gonna put honey in this. Like, it's just so cute. But the product itself was incredible. I tried to savor every little last bit of it, but it did run out very quickly. So I think I'll treat myself soon to a new one just before summer hits, because I won't need it too much in the summer. But yeah, it's beautiful. If you go through skincare quick like me, maybe wait for a birthday or something like that, but the product itself is a big yes. We survived, we got through it. I've clearly been busy. That's like 16, 17 products just in the past few months, and I just love skincare so much. I play around with it. My skin's become very resilient to all the new ingredients and concoctions that I make up, but it's just a hobby that I love so much. And so hopefully if any of these products were something that you've been on the fence about or curious about, hopefully I pushed you one way or the other. And I know for sure I'm gonna have tons more empties in the next few months. So if you liked this, let me know and I will happily post another one. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. See ya.